Are you thinking about moving to San Francisco? If you are, you hit the right channel. On my channel, we're going to talk about real estate, but we're also going to get some deep dives into the neighborhoods so you can see what fits for you. I'll show you what's different and special about each neighborhood. And then we'll go over a few price points to see what's affordable for you. If it's your first time on my channel and you want to know all about life and living in San Francisco, hit the subscribe button. You'll be the first to know all about living in this amazing city. My name is David Manch, David Manch Real Estate. I'm a realtor in San Francisco, and I help people buy and sell homes in San Francisco. If you need to move to relocate to San Francisco, just want to relocate within San Francisco, or just love the city, I'd really love to hear from you. All my contact information is in the description below. Hit the bell so you can know when new videos up, and I'd really love to hear from you. Welcome to North Beach. Behind me is St. Peter and Paul Cathedral, and it is the center and heart of the North Beach neighborhood, also known as Little Italy. It's a great neighborhood. There's so much going on. Even if you don't live here, if you come to visit San Francisco, it's an amazing neighborhood just to go through. The food here is amazing. The bars, the clubs, live music, there's so much going on here. There's about 18,000 residents that live here. There's a lot of people here, and it's very touristy. Also, right behind me up here is Coit's Tower. North Beach has really great pastries and cafes. So thought we'd stop and talk a little bit about North Beach. North Beach, it doesn't have a beach, but it used to have a beach. Back in the gold rush, things started getting really busy in San Francisco. And starting in the late 1800s, and actually late 1850s, they wanted the waterfront. They started landfilling. San Francisco has a lot of landfilling going on. And happened in North Beach as well. So the land got filled up for warehouses, docks, things like that. And so the beach has been moved many blocks north. So what used to be a beach here isn't a beach, but it did get its name from having a beach here. It was called North Beach. And so now let's talk about some real estate stuff. North Beach is very condo rich, and the median condo price in North Beach is $1,125,000. Not bad, not bad for San Francisco at all. The median rent price in North Beach is $4,700. So if you want to rent, it's going to cost you a little bit of money. The median household income for North Beach is $98,000, but the average income in North Beach is $156,000. We try to stay consistent and say median income and median home prices, things like that. About 81% of people in North Beach rent. It's very rental heavy here. And so there's not a lot of condos that come on the market. And like right now, I think there's probably only about 10. And I'm not sure if you're those today as well. North Beach is a really, really dense urban feel. It's once again, because there's not a lot of houses here. It's a lot of apartments and condos and things like that. So a lot of people live here. It's like I said, there's 18,000 people that live in this neighborhood, and they are living in apartments, condos, tenants in common, things like that. The walkability score in North Beach is a 99. It's so easy to walk around. There's not many hills here. Right around North Beach, there's gonna be hills where Telegraph Hill is up here, and Russian Hill right behind me as well. Those make it harder to walk there, but in North Beach is very walkable. The weather here, it's clear, light winds. Whenever I'm here, it seems to be always sunny every time I come here. And so that makes walking around here is easy as well. There's cute little parks here. Washington Square is right over here, and it's a nice little area. It's not really a park, but once again, you can get on transit here because the transit is so easy, and you get your other parts time. You can get to Woodgate Park very, very easy. That's pretty much the ins and outs of North Beach. So we'll take a look a little bit more out there and show you some of the condos that are here and see what works for you. North Beach is a really great neighborhood to explore, and getting there is really, really easy. You take the Muni from where we are at in San Francisco, and that will go into Market Street to Powell, and then you can take the T line, which is perpendicular, and that'll take you up to Chinatown. That's where I'm at right now, Chinatown. And then it's only about 4 or 5 blocks from there to walk to North Beach. So it's really simple to get to. Parking in North Beach is not fun. So every time I come here, it's Muni. And the fun part is the benefit is you get to walk in Chinatown too. This is really great. I love Chinatown. And since we're talking about transit to North Beach, let's talk about the transit score. It's an 86. They have good transit. The Muni line, like I said, it's not far away. And there's buses. Right here is a bus. Over there's a bus. There's buses throughout the neighborhood. So you can get anywhere in San Francisco with that. Also, you see right here, Chinatown was just right back there. And it's kind of crept north into North Beach. And right here, it's still very predominantly Chinatown, but it's all of a sudden just bleeding into North Beach. And coming up over here on Columbus Avenue, which is really a heart of North Beach right here. And that's North Beach. The delineation between Chinatown and North Beach, it's not much. So we're walking up to a condo complex. It's this one right here. It takes up this whole block. And there's one here for sale. This was built in 1995. And the inside is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,198 square feet, and it's listed for $1.2 million, which makes it just a little over $1,000 square foot. Not bad for San Francisco. And it's just over the median condo price here in North Beach. It's 1,158 square feet, and the HOA here is $796 a month, which is going to cover insurance on the structure, roof, maintenance on the exterior, things like that. So it helps cover some costs that you would only have to have as a property owner. They have a rooftop access where it's shared with all the tenants. So it has a few views up there. So it's in a really great neighborhood. It's really quiet. And the price isn't so bad, and it's a good starting point, especially if you want to live in North Beach. And North Beach is a really great little place to live. So if you want to live in North Beach, it's a great place to start. It's a great little neighborhood. So let's go take a look at one more. I'm walking on Francisco, which is a street that used to be the last street before the bay. And when that was land, and across the street where that building is, used to be water. Back before the gold rush, and when they started filling in the bay to create more land. So as I said, things change in San Francisco. There's a lot of landfill, and this was filled in for warehouses and fishing boats and things like that. It also, because they created so many docks and things there, North Beach became the Barbary Coast, like the Barbary Coast in North Africa, where crime and vice and things like that. San Francisco had that too. It has a rich history with the Barbary Coast. Of course, that's not like that now. North Beach is an amazing little area, but there's a lot of history that goes here. San Francisco isn't all that old. Like you have places on the East Coast or cities like on the East Coast, but it has great history. Right behind me is Original Joe's. It's a restaurant. They have a few different places in San Francisco. There's one in San Jose as well, and there's other ones. They used to be a bigger chain, but they've got a little smaller. But this one of my favorites in San Francisco. I absolutely love it. Steaks are amazing, and service is great, and it's wonderful. One of my favorite restaurants. You just had to see it. We have really great outside dining here as well. So if you come to North Beach, make reservations because you'll need it. I'd probably do some walk-ins, but you'll need reservations. But try it out. And since we're talking about food, the food in North Beach is incredible, and a lot of pizza. Some of the best pizza. You're gonna find some great pizza here. But the restaurants here are amazing. They're everywhere. Right here, Italian specialty store. Eating here, it's incredible. It really is. And there's bars everywhere, so you can just come have a drink, have some great food. So the property right here is a condo. It's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,330 square feet. It was built in 1912. So it's an older building. It's an Edwardian style. It's listed for $1,100,000. And that's about $827 a square foot. It has some newer flooring and newer appliances, but it needs some other things, and which is why it's probably just below the median condo price for North Beach. So the HOA is only $300 a month, which isn't much, but not going to cover a lot either. It's close to everything. It's walkable, and it's quiet area. So nice little neighborhood, and cute building. There's only a few units that are in there, so good place to start. You're coming up on the Powell Street turnaround for the cable cars. You can see here's one of the cable cars here. And right here is this is the end of the line for the cable cars on Powell Street here, up here in North Beach. It goes right down the track, and then they get out and push it around, and it goes back up here. It goes back the way it came. Kind of weird, but it's interesting. Cable cars are very historical in San Francisco, and right now it's still the tourists. But back in the day, it wasn't tourists. This was real transportation. While we're talking about cable cars, let's talk about the historical significance. Back in the day, horses used to have to draw carriages and wagons and things up the hills. And there's some serious hills here in San Francisco, and the horses couldn't carry everything up there. So they came up with this ingenious plan to use cable cars. And so there's a cable that just keeps running out of loop, and the cable car grabs onto the cable. When it wants to get going, it grabs onto it, it gets moving. When it wants to stop, they release it and put on the brakes. So if you look, I'm not sure if you can see it, but this cable car goes here. There's a big hill up that goes up there. That's what the horses were having a hard time getting up and pulling up supplies and things like that. So the cable cars were actually really necessary. And they're still here today. As residents, we don't really use it as transportation, but the tourists love it. North Beach was significantly impacted by the 1906 earthquake and fires, so a lot of the structures were decimated after that. So you're going to see a lot of Edwardian architecture here. All these down here, and all up here, and even on this side, it's a lot of Edwardian architecture. And you're going to find that here because, once again, that was the architectural style being built in the early 1900s. They built this after the earthquake, which is 1906. So it's great. I love the architecture here. It makes the neighborhood wonderful. Right here is the last property we're going to take a look at. It is a TSC, or tenants in common, and it's listed for $949,000, which is about $925 square foot. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,025 square feet. It's been updated. The kitchen's been updated. It has quartz countertops, wine fridge, things like that. And so it does have the updates, but it is a little cheaper, once again, if you've watched more of the videos, because it is a tenants in common and they generally sell cheaper. The HOA here they have is $555 a month. That's the amount that they are putting aside to pay things like property taxes, maintenance, and things like that. Remember, with tenants in common, it's not an HOA. You are all owners and you pay the bills together. So it's a great little neighborhood still. It's quiet and good shape for being built in 1906. That's our last property. It's a great little area. If you want to get into property ownership in North Beach for a little bit under that, then it's in common. North Beach has parks and recreation areas like this one right here. It has for basketball and tennis courts and things like that. But it's not overly filled with a lot of kids. Only 12% of households in North Beach have children. It's kind of an adult little playground. And even the recreation center here, the adults use it. So there's some playgrounds for kids, but not a lot. North Beach is a great community. It's so exciting, but it may not be your vibe. As I said, only 12% of the households have children, and it's really touristy. But if you want to live in a neighborhood it's always happening, it's a great price point to get started. It's a little bit more affordable than the rest of San Francisco. If you want to know more about North Beach, hit me up, send me a message. If you want to see another video that I haven't covered yet of another neighborhood, send me a message. I'll try to get one out for you. And hit the bell, and you'll be the first to know when a new video comes out. Thanks for watching. Enjoy North Beach.